Hey everyone. Today I want to talk about something that's not just
அனைவருக்கும்
geopolitical, but
காலை
actually
வணக்கம்.
deeply human.
இன்னைக்கு
A shift
பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எலான்
that's been
மஸ்க்
unfolding
அவர்கள்
quietly but
இந்தியாவுடைய
firmly,
சிறப்பை
something that if
பற்றியும்
you zoom out from headlines and
அதனுடைய
politics, you'll see is far more than just global diplomacy or power
civilization.
games. It's about
அதாவது
evolution,
நம்மளுடைய
about a civilization reclaiming its
சமூக
trajectory.
அறிவியல் சார்ந்த
Now, let's be clear,
வளர்ச்சி, அது
this isn't an
மட்டுமல்லாமல்
anti-West statement.
semiconductor துறையில
It's not about
இந்தியா
blame,
வளர்ந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு.
it's about balance. It's
எப்படியெல்லாம்
about a
வந்து
country
மாற்றங்கள்
with
இந்தியாவில்
one of the oldest
நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு
continuous
அப்படின்றத பற்றி
civilizations on the
எலான்
planet,
மஸ்க் அவர்கள்
moving into a
விரிவாக
position where it's no
விளக்கி
longer being
கொண்டிருக்கிறார்.
steered. It's steering
இதை பற்றி
itself.
தான் நீங்க வந்து
You know, if you zoom out far enough,
இங்க வந்து
like
பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு
not 10
குறிப்பிட்ட
years,
விஷயம்
not
வந்து
50,
பாத்தீங்கன்னா
but maybe
இந்தியா
200,
வந்து
300 years,
தனித்துவமான ஒரு
you start to see patterns that
ஒரு
aren't visible
பொருளாதார
on the
வளர்ச்சி
surface.
அது இல்லாம
One of those patterns is how nations rise and fall and how influence shifts. It's like a pendulum, sometimes slow, sometimes sudden, but it always swings. Now, India's story is one of the most fascinating in human history. We're talking about a civilization that dates back thousands of years before the Roman Empire, before most of Europe had written alphabets. It invented the concept of zero, advanced astronomy, surgery, mathematics, you name it. And then, somewhere around the 18th century, the trajectory changed. Colonization happened. The British Empire took over, and this massive, innovative civilization was essentially put into standby mode. Colonialism wasn't just about taking resources, it was about rewriting a nation's mental software. It replaced systems, languages, education, even self-belief. It taught generations of Indians that value comes from somewhere else, from London, Paris, Washington. That pattern, this idea of external validation, didn't just vanish after 1947 when India became independent. It stuck around. You could say it's like legacy code. Even after you uninstall the old programs, some bugs still linger in the background. So what happened post-independence? Well, India was free politically, but still very much entangled in Western frameworks. Whether it was trade via the US dollar, economic policies modeled after World Bank or IMF suggestions, or education systems heavily inspired by Oxbridge and the West. And look, this wasn't always bad. It helped India integrate into the global system, but integration is not the same as leadership. Integration can still mean dependency. That sips the chain I found talking about. The West didn't control India in the conventional sense anymore, but it still held onto the levers, credit ratings, tech patents, media narratives, and even talent migration. For decades, many of India's brightest minds left for MIT, Stanford, or Wall Street because the perception was that real opportunity lay out there, not at home. But here's the interesting thing. India didn't fight this system directly. It learned from it. It reverse-engineered the operating system. It built parallel systems quietly,